like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. With the catch, it's Lewis. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Lewis. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's got him wide open. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Tatum. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Got the first down and still on his feet. There he goes. Touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure...
Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. At the 30. Past the 20. showing blitz. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make it through.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Gave the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Turning it on. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. And off from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Quarterback making adjustments. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Sends it back in motion. Going right to work up top. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the drills it in. It's Bishop. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try the right side. Shakes off the defender. At the 35, he's open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Aguilar. The sure hands. It's Bishop. Slithers into space. Running through contact. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown ball.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Aguilar. Under fire. He's out past the 35. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown Volunteer. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long from end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. It's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Makes a move. Oh, the ball's out on the return. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Coming out with it, it's Tatum. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he... and bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The Sooners will hustle to the line. Give to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Ott.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The give to the left. Thrust that arm out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he did everything right except hold on to the football. That was incredible running, making people miss. It looked like it was going to be a nice play, but he coughed it up, and the defense jumps on it. That is so dejecting for that running back.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Burks. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later.
Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Past the 30. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass.
Number 95, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Grab behind the line. It's Bishop. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Sooners want to crank for tempo. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
On the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Staley. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have it.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Caught behind the line. It's Bishop. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Bishop. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's reeled in, it's Bishop. Gets away from one, finds room. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown ball. Once he got some room, it was over. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Sends it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Batir. Grab near the sticks, it's Sategna. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensive
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. He wants to throw it again. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown Sooners! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. They're working that left side. He will not get there. Brought down at the one, and the two-point try is no good. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Back to pass on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Staley. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Still looking, on the move. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Offense changing the play. They'll go up top on second and short. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and he's got a first down. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, got to have it right now. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time,
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in the 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. Finally brought down the This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Miami. Ready up.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Plows through the defense. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Still on his feet at the 35. Off and running. The 20. And he just kept running, and he
touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. You're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown in the opening drive.
Tries to get it on the ground. He breaks the tackle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point in the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Complete on 3rd down. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow. Touchdown, Miami! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's the handoff. Makes it past the marker. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Right back to the well. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Turning it on! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pringle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
At the 20, he's got space. It's a running room. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Lyon. Smashes ahead. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Arkansas. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring,
going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Quarterback will keep it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Green. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Quarterback keeps it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Calls his own number. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
That's caught. It's Fletcher. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Throws to the wideout. Lost the defense. He's wide open. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. The quick out. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to throw, it's Beck. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Hurricane!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Arkansas, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Using the quick game.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 40. At the 45, on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He'll take it himself. Hard running there. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Working on the right. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are, and look at they.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Quick completion on the out. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Green. It's